Smashing TP4! Candle! 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 Candle!
Hey, and welcome back to Catch You on the Pip Side. Today is just a quick little review of a Bitcoin trade that we took last week that just hit TP4 over the weekend. So this trade here is on the 1 hour time frame on Bitcoin US dollar. And this trade we were interested in last week because we seen that it was starting to get a bit overbought on the 1 hour time frame. So if you look here on the TDI portion of my chart, you can see that there is an M formation here just below the 70% level on the TDI. So once it gets up to this overbought area, we start to be interested in looking for sells. So we can see that it made a nice M on the TDI, and we can also see that it made an M on the candles as well. If you can't identify the M on the candles, sometimes it helps to switch to a line chart. And then here you can see the M a lot clearer. I will actually circle this for you guys as well, just to help. Okay, so this is where I'm referring to inside this circle. We can see that there's an M right here. Now, we entered this trade because it was overbought, and because we also got some other confirmations, which I'm going to switch back to the candle chart and then we'll show you. So we had this M here, which is good. It was overbought, which is good. We could have set a sell stop at the bottom of this candle here. So this candle that has this B above it, this is what we call a boss candle. And this boss candle is engulfing one candle to the left. That's the type of boss candle that it is a bearish engulfing candle. Now we could have just set a sell stop at the bottom of that candle and we would have got put into the trade when that got activated. I like to wait for a more precise entry. So I waited for the TDI shift, which is the cross of the 7 moving average and the yellow, which is the middle of the Bollinger Bands. So we call it the liquid 50. So when price crossed the liquid 50, that's where I entered for a sell, which was on this candle here. So on June 3rd at 8 a.m., that's what time I entered this trade. Now, this trade did actually go into a little bit of drawdown for a bit. So this was about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours of drawdown before it started to drop into profit. It is normal for price to want to pull back between 0.23 and 0.5 on our trend-based fib extension. So this wasn't extremely out of the ordinary, but normally when there's a TDI shift, you see price go into profit right away. So a little bit rare that it didn't just drop into profit and it kind of hung out here for a little bit longer in drawdown, but that's okay. And then if you hadn't entered here on the sell stop, or you didn't enter here on the TDI shift, and you were still out of this trade, you do end up getting another boss candle here, which is another bearish engulfing candle. And that candle, the last candle of the bearish engulfing candle pattern, also caused another TDI shift. And then if you would have entered there, you would have been into profit right away, and you actually would have had a slightly better entry than we did back here. So once we were in this trade, it started to head down into profit, and it hit TP2 pretty easily without much difficulty. And then as we can see, it got pretty hung up on TP2 for quite a while and ended up pulling back up to the aqua, closed over the aqua, and also TDI shifted. So this may have been a good place to exit the trade, but because of the time of day, I wasn't watching my computer at this time, so I didn't see this happen. But we can see here that it hung around TP1, and then it ended up shifting back down on the TDI again. And as we can see yesterday, it worked its way down and hit TP4 on yesterday, so June 5th at about 3 p.m. Okay, so this is just a little review of the Bitcoin trade. If you were watching this live and you were looking for exit opportunities, it didn't come outside of the volatility band, so there wouldn't have officially been a TD or a VBC exit. The exit that you would have been looking for, there was a KC exit here, and the KC exit and the liquid collapse exit here happened basically at the same time. If you would have waited for those, you would have lost a bit of your profit if you were watching this trade and you hadn't set the TP. So in this case, if you had a TP set, it would have taken you out of the trade basically at maximum profit. It hasn't been back down there again. And then it's just been sort of lingering here at TP3 so far today on Sunday. So anyways, just a quick review of this Bitcoin trade that we took last week. If you would like to learn more about the boss candle strategy, send me an email. My email address is below in this YouTube video, and I can hook you up with a couple of free modules of my boss candle mini course that I've built out. And that's it for today, and we will catch you on the pip side.